I think Kenya provides a real laboratory for a lot of different issues. And so you can see the impact of colonialism and post-colonialism as it plays out in that environment. You can see the community responses to an emerging African economy. You can see the influence of China and how that is changing the way Africa relates to that. And you can see how people in the Mara have responded with a co-op response to protecting their culture by creating a wildlife preserve and using sustainable tourism as a mechanism for that. One of the interesting things about EDU Africa is their approach to sustainable development and community partnership building. So they have done a lot of the groundwork there to build relationships with the community organizations in those communities, whether that's the Ma community in the wildlife areas or in the Nairobi area working with Care for AIDS or the local schools or the orphans group. And those community connections are things that we from Madison would never be able to develop without having that strong local partner. By partnering with somebody like that who's entrenched in the community, who has those long-term connections, our travel there can be more than just tourist travel, but can be a way to build on sustainable development of helping empower those communities to grow and build themselves.
The Brackenhurst is a beautiful and safe facility consisting of classrooms, lodging, and dining. It is surrounded by tea plantations and forests populated with Kenyan birds and animals, such as the Sykes monkey, and other primates, such as baboons. Here we saw a family of baboons by the side of the road. After spending a few days at the Brackenhurst Conference Center, we'll travel 5 hours to the Mara Nboishu Conservancy, which is a magical nature preserve that abuts the Serengeti of Tanzania. There, they will interview and record the stories of members of the Maasai tribe, and they will be on safari, documenting what they see and what they hear, such as ponds filled with hippopotamuses, the Thompson gazelle, large groups of impalas, the Topi antelope, The Mara Nboishu Conservancy is a wilderness where many species and families of wild animals cohabitate in a community, as you see here with the zebra and the wildebeest. Of course, some animals are simply predators, like the cheetah. Here, we watched a cheetah chase after and kill an impala. While on safari in the Mara Nobisho Conservancy, students will dine quite well, eating full-course meals in the food tents reserved for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sleeping arrangements are intense. Well, it's more glamping than camping. Of course, safety is a top concern at all times. Madison College's partner in Kenya, EDU Africa, is an expert in safety, travel, and accommodations. Questions about anything related to the trip. The cost. For more information about the cost of this study abroad program or about the passport and pre-travel vaccinations, contact the college's Center for International Education. You can go to the college's study abroad website, or you can email or call Tammy Gibbs at the center.